Hi everybody. This is, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This is not a happy occasion. I did not come in jumping and hopping like I usually do. I do not endorse putting petroleum jelly or Vaseline on your lips. It does not moisturize them. It just captures in the dryness. I'm just saying, it's the only thing in my bathroom right now. And I really gotta get out of this house because it's like almost 4:30 and I've slept all day. So, today is February the 24th, 2015. And last night I washed my hair. Mondays is wash night for me since I work in a salon setting. And I only work Tuesday through Friday. So I have off Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. On Sunday nights, what I usually do is I pre-poo my hair. But I'm sure that you'll get that information in this video, so don't even pay no attention to that. On Monday nights, I wash my hair. And yesterday, I washed my hair. And before I actually washed my hair, I had just been randomly searching through YouTube videos, looking at people with, hair growth goals and different vitamins, not necessarily natural hair. I watched people who had relaxed, texlaxed, and natural hair. I did try to find more people with natural hair, though, to see what they're doing. And I happened to come across Sister with Real Hair, because I knew she was doing a length goal to hip bone, or not hip bone. She was already at hip bone. She was going towards tailbone length. And I wondered if she had ever got there. So when I looked at her videos, come to find out, a lot of her hair broke off, and she wasn't privy to it. She didn't really realize it was happening. Even though her hair was always thick and long and gorgeous, it had started breaking off, and she had never experienced that before, from what I remember her saying. 9 months into her hair breaking off, she finally went to the doctor to go figure out what was causing this to happen. And she found out it was her anemia that was causing it. And she had been diagnosed 5 years prior, but she had kind of ignored it, put it off, slacked on her iron intake. And I was really devastated for her because I'd always admired her hair. And how beautiful it was, because I've got friends who have hair just like her. It's a specific skin tone, and they got a specific hair texture. I don't know what it is, but all those people with that skin tone have that hair texture, and it just grows like wild. But anyhow, so I was pretty curious. I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. So later on that night, I went ahead and washed my hair, blew it dry, and the amount of shedding of hair that I got, now I've always been a really big shedder, which is what I think keeps me having fine hair. The amount of shedding that I had yesterday was incredible. It was unbelievable, and it was quite alarming as well. But then I found a spot in my head. I'm going to show that to you guys. And this almost had me breaking down in tears, except for the fact that I was like super, super sleepy. So this is me going into my 3rd bottle of metabolism of my 6 bottles that I bought around Black Friday time. So I was already 4.5 months in. So this is taking me to like 7.5 months in, because I just started the 3rd bottle and I'd already taken 5 bottles. So no, it's closer to 8. Yeah, this is my 8th bottle that I'm starting of metabolism. So I've gotten a good 4 inches of growth of length. Because I'm getting the average of a half inch a month, which is awesome, because for the longest time I could not get, well, you can't see it because I got on this black shirt, but I could not get the left side of my hair past armpit length. I had to keep trimming it because the splitting ends and the incomplete splits were too bad. Finally, I've got it growing, and I'm so happy. But after I took my hair off the rollers, it was taking too long to dry. Number one, because the rollers were too big to fit underneath of the hair dryer. So then I lightly blew dry it on medium heat with a low setting, and I found this. Let's see. I found that right there. My hair has always been thin in the front, but I've never had that much of a gap of shedding or anything, and that is extremely alarming, because on this side, in the same place, I don't have it. Yes, you see my scalp. I've always been like that because my hair is fine, but I've never had that. So, of course, I was almost in tears, worried to freaking death. Like, what is this? I've had friends who suffer from alopecia. I have clients who suffer from alopecia, and it really jacks up their their self-image. It hampers your joy. And I think Sister with Real Hair said that she was prepared to just deal with it since she was already a wig wearer, and you know, it wasn't going to be a big deal. But when you put a lot of effort into growing your hair, making sure it's healthy, retaining length, a long-term protective styling, not braids, not weaves, but literally keeping your hands out of your hair, and then this happens, that is so discouraging and scary. All the women in my family have very thin, fine hair in this part, but this is not thin, fine hair. This is broken hair. It's gone. So after I saw this, I was on the internet like, oh my God, what in the world is going on? Actually, let me pause the video for a second, and I'm going to get all the shedding that I had come out of my hair on Sunday night when I pre-pooed. Okay, so I've been saving my shedding since the second wash that I did in January. I washed twice a month, or every 2 weeks. The first wash of 2015 I did not save. I forgot to do it. But I've been saving it ever since. So, I've had that come out of my hair every 2 weeks. Well, this was the 1st January. This was the 1st February. And then this was Sunday. That is a lot of hair. Especially for somebody who has very fine hair. Low density hair. This is a lot of hair. I'm sorry, but if we're talking 100 hairs a day, this got to be more than it, okay? It has to be. Now, I look at my hairs once I de-shed my hair. These all have bulbs on them. This is not breakage. With the hair regimen that I've been using recently, it has decreased my breakage. What I've been doing to moisturize my hair, to strengthen it, with the conditioners that I use, whether they be moisturizing or protein, then my daily moisturizer, then my steaming, it's all geared towards stopping the breakage and stopping my split ends from becoming a problem, which it has. Now, can I say that I don't have any split ends? No, I cannot say that, because my hair is prone to breakage. It's very brittle. Fine hair is just like that. But this, that's crazy. I'm sorry, every 2 weeks, I'm not going to have any hair by the end of this year. I'm not. This was just after I detangled it. Well, I don't even call it detangling because my hair is not tangled. This is what comes out after I pre-pooed it, or during the pre-poo process. You see how thick that is? You can't even see the palm of my hand behind that. Then I had what came out in the shower. That's what came out in the shower during shampooing. And then this is what, when I decided to roller set my hair, that's what was in my Denman after roller setting my hair. And a little bit of what I had lightly blow dried, because my hair was about 90% dry, and I just blow dried what was not dry yet. So, I have gotten dressed so I can get my butt up. I'm going to the health food store. I'm going to find an iron supplement. Because backtracking for a second, I looked at the signs of what anemia or people who suffer from anemia have. And I have a lot of the same signs. I do become lightheaded quite often. It usually happens when I'm driving. I'm lightheaded often. My hands are ice cold all the time. I don't know about my feet because I pretty much keep socks on all the time except for in the summertime. But my hands are always ice cold. I can never get my hands warm. My skin is very, very pale. Now, I have, my entire maternal side is light skinned. Okay? My dad, he's dark skinned. But my grandmother, his mother was not, she was dark, light skinned. Not quite medium toned. But I'm not light skinned. I'm brown. But I have a very jaundiced tone. These lights don't do the best of showing it. But I look very, very pale for my skin tone. What was another thing? Heavy cycles. Extremely heavy cycles. Which leads me to another point. I also suffer from PCOS. So a lot of the things that you get from each of them kind of cross over with each other. Extremely uncomfortable cycles. Heavy hair loss from both PCOS, too much testosterone as a woman, as well as the lack of iron causes hair loss. I'm trying to think. It seems like there was one other thing anemia had. Well, I know that there are certain foods that you can eat that are iron rich, which are like dark leafy vegetables. I love. But I am a very big on quality of food. Like, I'm super cheap when it comes to clothing and accessories and stuff like that. Like, I will go find the bootleg version. But when it comes to food, I pull no punches. Like, I want the best of the best. And during the winter time, the quality of produce available at the grocery store just goes down. And I will not buy produce that is not grown to full size, that has been eaten on, it's got lots of brown spots on it. I will not buy it. I would rather not eat vegetables at all than buy vegetables that are kind of okay. So in that arena, in the summertime, I kill some salad. Like, I eat as much raw food as I possibly can in the summertime. In the wintertime, I don't, because the produce yield is not that great. So I'm lacking there. I eat a lot of beans in the summertime. I have not had beans but twice in the wintertime. When I made a white chicken chili back in January, and then I just ate some red beans and rice earlier last week. So I'm slacking there. And that's a great source of protein. You need that. A lot of red meats. It's hard to find good red meat where I live. Because the butchers around here, they sell the worst meat. And it's really expensive. It's like $4.99 to $8.99 a pound for some good red meat. So I haven't been eating that. I've been eating a lot of seafood, which is fish. Which is salmon, tuna. But I know that I'm not eating enough of it every day to get the proper iron intake. So just looking at the different things that are the symptoms of anemia, I have a lot of them, as well as seeing what foods are iron rich. I lack a lot of them, and it's not because I eat bad. I'm not a junk food eater. Like, I really like to eat good food. I just won't buy it if it's not quality good food. And overlapping with PCOS, like, I'm set up for failure. I really am. Between my heredity of everybody on both sides, maternal and paternal sides of my family, having fine thin hair here, the PCOS, causing the extra testosterone and androgen hormones in my system, and then possibly being anemic, which I'm pretty sure I am, because there's no reason why I should have this big spot in my head right here. I don't have people in my family who suffer from alopecia. It's just that male pattern baldness, which is it's quite different. So I'm on my way to the health food store to find an iron supplement, and my main metabolism is still working great. However, it has no iron in it as the main ingredients, nor in the proprietary blend. I'm also going to take a prenatal vitamin because some of the essential vitamins and nutrients and minerals are lacking from the main metabolism vitamin. It is strictly for hair, skin, and nails. It's not for total body. It says it is good for immune system, and I'm sure it does for somebody who's not taking any supplement of any kind. But I need more, because if I'm not eating the best of the best produce, raw foods, and I'm not as active in the wintertime, but we have to get that together, because we're getting this together for the wintertime. I'm gonna be back in my because I didn't got a little soft in the shoulders here, and I don't like that. I like my shoulders to be nice and square, like a Marvel comic hero. So yeah, I'm gonna get that in a minute, going to the health food store. But I mean, iron supplement and active woman supplement to go along with my main metabolism, because that is geared towards specifically vanity purposes. It's not geared towards health for the whole body. So I hope that I've helped some of you ladies, possibly even if it's just one person, because as a lady of fine natural hair, you want to know, what can I do to thicken my hair up at all, somehow, some way. That may be it. You just may need to, instead of just taking a hair vitamin, you may need to take a women's multivitamin. You may need to increase your iron intake. Now, I'm not going to be doing like these crazy people out here who buy biotin and take 10,000 milligrams or 10,000 micrograms a day. I'm not about to do that, because I'm not going to shut down my liver over some hair. Like, if it gets bad and my entire hair falls out, I'm going to cut it. I have been saying for years that I really want to cut all my hair back off, big chop it, because I didn't enjoy my big chop. I didn't know that you could get your hair cut into cute styles, that you could color it every few months. Like, that, it does not, at this point, it doesn't bother me. Like, I look at some of the YouTube videos of ladies on here, and they say, you know what, I don't care, I cut it all off, I start all over again, it's just hair. And I'll be looking at them like, no, what are you talking about, it's just hair? You put all this energy and focus and work into it. And there's other ladies who say, well, you know, I've had a family, I'm married, I have this new job, and so hair is just not as important to me. And I'm like, you're crazy, hair is very important. But now, and I'm talking about, I had these thoughts yesterday, like listening to people like, no, don't do that. Don't give up your hair for a child. Don't give up your hair for a career. Don't give up your hair because you had a family. But now I'm a realist. Like, I'm not an optimistic person. I am not. If you ask anybody I know, the optimism is not something that's going to describe me. I am a realist. So if it comes down to it, and my hair starts falling out in chunks, yes, I'm going to cry. Yes, it's going to hurt my feelings. Yes, I'm going to be kicking stuff over and chopping people in the neck. But at the end of the day, realistically speaking, more stress is going to cause more hair loss. So if I have to cut it out, which I'm hoping I don't, because I would really like to have long hair for once in my life. And yes, I have long hair now, but I want to reach my goal. There's not very many goals I've set in my life that I've reached. And that's just because I'm one of those people, I take spontaneous turns. Like, I'm like, you know what, I don't want that no more, I want this. So I'll go do that. But I would like to have long hair because I put in the work for it. And if it doesn't happen, then I'm going to take another spontaneous turn and go this way. Like, that's just what it is. Realistically speaking, You can't have everything you want. And it won't be a big deal because I've really, every time I see somebody with a short haircut, I'm like, dang it, I want to cut my hair. Oh, I love short hair. Oh, and I've got the face for it. Every time I get on here with a new short wig, who likes it? Y'all like it, and I like it. And all my friends are like, oh my God, these short wigs are the best on you. I'm like, yes, they are. I don't even know why I buy long wigs, because I like the short ones best. They're convenient and they're cutest. So, yes, I'm going to go to the health food store. I'm going to go wild because I love the health food store. Everything in there smells good and looks good. And I feel healthier when I walk in the health food store. When I come out, I'm like, I don't feel so good out here in the regular processed world. But I will come back and show you what it was that I bought. And hopefully at the end of my metabolism 6-month journey, which will be coming sometime in January. Not January. I hate January. January sucks. June. I will have some progress in that area. And I'm probably going to start using Jamaican black castor oil, which I already have some in that area with daily massages and things like that. So this is going to be a journey within a journey, I suppose. Alright, well, I know this has been a long video of me just talking. I don't know if any of you are actually going to watch this all the way through. I know when I watch YouTube videos and people are just talking and not showing pictures, I don't watch them. I skip over them. I either go through the little timeline and see if they got any pictures, or I move on to somebody else's video. So if nobody watches this all the way through, that's fine. I understand. I don't do it myself. And this is going on 22 minutes long. So if you don't watch it all the way through, don't. But if you watched it somehow and you find out that you have an underlying medical problem which is causing your hair loss or excessive shedding, don't self-diagnose, okay? I know I just self-diagnosed myself. But I have had my GYN tell me that I have PCOS. And I have had several people, not just those, you know, you just know on the street, but people who have been my clients who are nurses or in the healthcare field, to ask, well, have you ever been checked for anemia? So just looking at signs and symptoms, it's highly possible I do. At some point in the future, hopefully the near future, I will actually go and have them check and see what my blood levels are to make sure that they're proper. Because I don't want to be getting back in shape at the gym and be out of breath. I did that the other day. It's like a foot of snow outside right now. And my best friend and I were trying to leave for services on Sunday morning, and our car got stuck in the snow. So I got outside to push the back of the car while she was accelerating forward, and I ran up to the house to get a shovel, and ran back down to take the shovel there, and then I took the shovel back after we got out of the snow, and I was so out of breath. That is another sign of anemia. Being out of breath for nothing. That should not have made me out of breath at all, whatsoever. Where we park on the street compared to our place, I should not have been out of breath, and I was. So that also might have something to do with I hate cardio. So, alright. I'm going to come back after I get done at the health food store, show you what I got. And thank you guys for watching. Please take care of yourselves. Go to the doctor. Get regular checkups. Take your multivitamins. Drink water. Eat well. You only got one life. You only have one body. Please take care of yourself. So I have returned, and these are the two items that I picked up at the health food store. I was actually over in the prenatal and menopause aisle, and the lady there was like, honey, do you know what you're looking for? And I was like, no, I don't, because I don't see the women's multivitamins. So she took me over to the next aisle, and it was like full of multivitamins, which was great, and she was able to help by asking one of the managers where the iron supplements were. So he directed me to some iron supplements and said that they were really good. He and his wife had tried them, 3 different kinds. You couldn't go wrong with any of the choices you made there. And the lady who initially helped me showed me the vitamins that she got, which are ultimately the ones that I bought, that she really liked as well. So what I ended up with for multivitamin was the Garden of Life Kind Organics Women's Once Daily. And the reason I chose this for multiple different reasons. This is the one that she said she liked. I did look at some other ones. This has a good blend of all the necessary supplements close to the 100% daily value. A lot of the other ones I looked at had high potency in them, and I don't want to start off at a level that my body can't handle. So if need be, when I start to work out again and go into lifting heavy weights, then I'll up my dosage. But for right now, I want to stay with just the daily maximum or daily value of 100%. Another thing that sold me on this is she said, with these tablets, you can put them in a glass of water, and within 7 minutes, they dissolve in that water. You can drink the water that way. And they're blended Ayurvedically, so that's good too. It is a organic blend, so there's no fish, there's no dairy or anything like that in it as well. And it's got a really, really good blend of all kinds of really good stuff. Not just in the main supplements, but also in their proprietary blend. So, oh, and my best friend said that she's taken them before, and she really, really liked them as well. So that always works. When I looked online at the reviews, a lot of the people who take them say that they enjoy taking them because they were they were easy to take, especially being one-a-day vitamins. And they were easy on the stomach. Now, I have an iron stomach, so it doesn't matter. I could take a pill 5 times this size, and I'd be like, all right, on an empty stomach, it doesn't bother me. So, I'm sorry my nails are all in the way. That's the size of it. It's the size of a normal tablet. It doesn't look like a horse pill to me, but I'm the wrong person to ask. And they don't smell bad. A lot of people who wrote reviews on these on Amazon were complaining about the taste. How long are you having these in your mouth that you're able to taste them? You're supposed to put them in your mouth and swallow them. So, another thing I got to pick up on with people on Amazon talking about these are, there was one lady who said that she only gave it 4 stars because they didn't list where all the ingredients come from. Really? Come on now. Get off your high horse. So, that's my multivitamin. Now, in here, it has 2 milligrams of iron, which is your 10% daily value, which is exactly what I wanted because I need to get an iron supplement, and like I told you, I will not be overdosing on iron. So, for the iron supplement, we got the Flora Vtol iron supplement. Now this one I got the vegan formula. They actually have 2 different kinds. One is a vegan and one is a vegetarian. The vegetarian does have gluten and yeast in it. I got the vegan formula that is yeast and gluten free because I've noticed that I possibly have a gluten allergy. I've been trying to lay back on the wheat and dairy and stuff, and I noticed that I don't sneeze as much and my sinuses don't act up as much. So I just chose the vegan one instead. Now for this, you are to take 2 10 milliliter servings twice a day. You take them 30 minutes before your meals. So you need to make sure that you remember to take it before you're ready or before you cook. And you get in this 10 milliliter 10 milligrams of iron, which is a 60% daily value. Now if you're taking it twice, that means you're going to get 120% your daily value. Right, y'all. Now, I've already taken it. I just took it a minute ago when I opened it. It is a dark brown liquid. You need to refrigerate this after you open it because it does ferment. It actually, it does not have any alcohol in it, but it tastes pretty stinking good. A couple people on Amazon also said that it was bad. They couldn't handle it. But I like it. It tastes like grape juice and prune juice. More so on the grape juice side. It does have a slight coppery taste, aftertaste after it, but I don't care. I don't care. This is the cup that they give you on here because you're not to drink it straight out of the bottle. You will contaminate it that way and cause bacteria to get in it. So you need to use this or a teaspoon or some sort of measure. But on this side is 10 milligrams. And it's actually really not that much at all. But I like it. I like the taste of it. I don't have no problem with it. So that'll be easy to remember. Twice a day, 30 minutes before meals. Grape juice and prune juice. And it is made in Germany. And it's kosher. So, yeah. Good stuff. The ingredients, other ingredients beside the supplements. So you got supplements, thiamine, riboflavin, vitamin B6, vitamin B12, iron, and a proprietary blend of rose hips, chamomile, fennel, and spinach. And the rose hips is what gives you the vitamin C, which helps you to better absorb the iron. The other ingredients showing are grape juice, pear juice, black currant juice, water, cherry juice, blackberry juice, carrot juice, and ascorbic acid as an antioxidant. And I know that these other ones are good in vitamin C too. The ascorbic acid, the carrot juice, yeah, those. I think cherry juice has vitamin C in it as well. But either way, both these products had really good reviews on Amazon. For people who did not put up good reviews, they were typically more concerned about the taste and poor shipping issues, which doesn't have anything to do with the actual product. So I suggest that if you're looking for women's multivitamin that's organic or just in general, or an iron supplement, check out and look for reviews and ask your doctor. Don't self-diagnose. Alright, so that's it. That's all I got. This video is over. So you will see me in 4 months, and I will let you know what's going on. Hopefully we'll have some little hair sprouting out. Hopefully.